Hello, this is Lee with 83 Gamma 12, and I'm back with another video. We're on YouTube channel Sons of Liberty 75, and this will be second video doing something a little bit different. I started to do one of these probably a year or two ago, probably about 2 years ago at least, where I was comparing several different games to one battle. That was Quatre Bras, but I didn't get to finish that or even really get into it too much. At the time, I had my setup in a place that was not convenient for letting it stay for long periods of time as I worked through the playthrough. So I'll keep that out. So now I do have the space to let something sit as I have time, and so we're taking a look at the Battle of Shiloh, the first day, and we're focusing on the Hornet's Nest. So we've got two different games. Okay, we've got one from 1995, which is in the picture here, April's Harvest, and I'll have all of the information about the people involved in the game. But this is the Civil War Brigade Series. I'm not using the line of battle. I don't know that much about the line of battle. I don't own any of those games. I just have the older games, and I'm using the rule set that is version 3.2, and that's the charts I'm using. I downloaded, of course, this, and I've used this system in the other Civil War Brigade series games that I've done videos on, so you can take a look at those if you would like. I did one on the Antietam, but I don't know if I don't think I actually finished that one. But you can see the playthrough on that. So if you're wondering, well, what rule set is he using? It's the version 3.2. So that's one game, okay? And then the other is going to be the series developed by Hermann Luttmann, The Blind Swords, and it's going to be Shiloh, the first day. Crisis in the West just came out recently, 2024, Revolution Games. And all the credits for this is right here. We got Steve Carey designed this one, okay, and a lot of the other same individuals involved in the other volumes. And so this is volume 11. The other game was volume 9, I believe. Yes. So we've got one from 1995, one from 2024, and they're both dealing with the Hornet's Nest. And I've already discussed like the scale, but I noticed something that seemed to be missing in the Revolution games, and that's just the fact that this is only dealing specifically with the Hornet's Nest, okay, which is up in this area with the peach orchard, okay, and so we've got a whole area of that's not involved in this scenario on this game. While if we go over here, okay, and take a look, what we have, I may have to turn this one on just to give us a little bit more light. No, it really doesn't matter, does it? Not really. So you've got the hornet's nest here, but then we have these forces over here. Okay, these guys are not in the other game's hornet nest scenario. So that's like this is cut right here, and these forces here are not involved, which is going to be Sherman and McClellan, and for the Confederates is going to be Polk. All right, so we're going to have a little bit more going on in this one than we have in the Revolution Games version. All right, and it's just because they're focused on the hornet nest specifically, and this other one is including some units that are nearby. So that I was looking at that and I was thinking, well, something. Let's see, there's something like there's more units here. Okay, now these are brigades. We have to realize that my mic's turned. We have to realize that we're dealing with brigades in this game. Okay, and the other game, okay, the units, the counters, okay, are regiments. So where we would see regiments in this game, and I talked about this let's see if I can find one. Okay, right here. So if we close in, okay, right here we have an extended marker. This would be where you would see regiments. Okay, so this unit here, okay, which is 2-1, okay, it's the 2nd Brigade, okay, of the 1st Tennessee Division. So Marsh, it says Marsh. Okay, so Marsh's brigade has extended, which means has split off the some regiments, or a regiment, over here on this side. Okay, so we've got really I don't know why it seems so dark. Let's see if I can lighten it up here a little bit. I think that kind of helped. I don't think this really makes a difference here. So, a little bit. So, the other thing is each strength point in this game is 100 men. And we have these casualty charts that we use, okay, to keep track of the number of men and so forth, the strength, okay, which is something that I really liked about this system, was having this instead of having, put the counters underneath to keep track of losses. So that's just something that I prefer. So when you mark off a box, okay, of course there's stragglers. That's what the diagonal line is. But if you have an X, that means that's 100 men casualties, wounded, lost, killed, so forth. Okay, and so stragglers are just people that have kind of wandered off, and you can gain those guys back. The X's are, lost. You can't do anything about those. So that here is where we've got really a more, I don't know if I say complex, but detailed, okay, track of losses. All right, and of course we also have morale in this. Well, we have morale in both. Both of these have morale. So we'll take a look at that also. This game here that I'm on, morale is tracked through letters. Okay, you've got A, B, C, D. So I don't think we have any D's. Well, we do have an E. Okay. I don't think he's involved in this fight though. So, of course, A is the best. Very few have an A. So, all right. Now the orders. We have orders that you write down, and for this game, I have written that I've written down, wrote, I've written, have written the orders. If I can get, come on. Maybe that's better. Yeah, I'll have to do it that way. All right, so for the Union, I went ahead and wrote these defensive orders. There's, I guess you call it errata, okay, that I downloaded, and it talks about not using defensive orders, but I'm going to use them anyways. So this is how you would write them. So this is the start. Okay, Grant is, we have Grant in this game version. We don't have Grant in the other. So, but Grant, okay, I think that's misspelled there. Hulbert. Don't think that's correct. Yeah, it's misspelled. Should be Hulbut. No, it's got to be an R in there somewhere, right? Yeah, Hurlbut. So I misspelled this. Okay. Prentice and W. Wallace. Okay. They are all over there at the Hornet's Nest, okay, and the Peach Orchard. And so their orders are defend the Peach Orchard and Hornet's Nest. If threat of capture or overrun, fall back along the Savannah Road to Hamburg. Okay, so let's take a look at what that means. And I say that that's a complex order because they're being given more than one command. Okay, so here is where we've got the Hornet's Nest. Okay, right here, the Peach Orchard and the Hornet's Nest. So if they've got a threat of being overrun, okay, or captured, they're going to go up this Savannah Road here, back to Hamburg, right here. That's their orders. Defend, but if forced to withdraw, this is where they're going to withdraw to. Okay, you know. All right, and then for Sherman and McClernand, all right, who are up or out to the west, okay, right here, all right, hold your present ground. If necessary, withdraw northeast to the Savannah Road and set up a defensive line facing southwest. Okay. So that would mean that these troops here would fall back to here. That's the Savannah Road. So they would just fall back northeast. Okay. So if I pull back here, this along this edge here is north. Okay. I misspoke in the last video. I did correct myself. But this is north. Okay. Here's the Tennessee River, and so this is north. So that is the orders for the Union. Okay. Now if we pull back, now we're going to take a look at what the orders for the Confederates are. And so this is how you would write the orders. Okay, so I got the start. I just created this on my own. Okay, I don't think there's anywhere you can download this. So arrival, time is start. Beauregard, okay, it should be Johnston, but for some reason they just went ahead and put Beauregard. Johnston's still in, he's still alive. This is 12 o'clock, so. All right, so order type is complex. You must have a complex order for offensive maneuvers or attack. Okay, you can't attack with a simple order. Those are just to move troops from one place to another. Order method is oral. Okay, so you know they all met at at Beauregard's tent. It would actually be Johnston. Okay. And this is actually going to Bragg there. And status is accepted. Didn't cost any points because this is the start. Capture the peach orchard and move up the Savannah Road and capture Hamburg. Okay, so we take a look at where Bragg is. Okay, Bragg is he's Second Corps. So all of the divisions under his command are ordered to capture the peach orchard and the hornet's nest. Okay, well, let's see. No, just the peach orchard. Okay, so they want to capture the peach orchard and then push up this road to Hamburg. Okay, that's their orders. All right, then we have Hardee. Okay, and where's Hardee at? Right there. Let's get straight here so we can get straight. Okay. So here's Hardee. Let's see, where's he at? Right here. All right. Now, he's been given the order: assault enemy at Hornet's Nest, and then join Bragg to move to control Hamburg. All right. So he's also going to be moving toward Hamburg after capturing the Hornet's Nest. All right, and then up here we've got Polk. Okay. Here's let's see. There's Polk right there. Okay. All right, and his orders are: push through the enemy to your front and drive to the Savannah Road and take control of the crossroads near Mulberry Field. Okay, so if we pull back and we take a look, okay, there's the Mulberry Field, and here's the crossroads right here. So that's what Polk's orders are: push through the enemy and then move to the Savannah Road and take control of it. So basically he's going to be moving into a defensive position once he gets there. And then he'll be waiting for orders from Beauregard. Okay. All right, so we got all of that set up. Okay. And I'll talk more about the Shiloh the first day. Okay. Crisis in the West when we get to that. Okay. But for now, we're on April's harvest. And again, both of these are dealing with the hornet's nest. Okay. They're both hornet's nest scenarios. So, okay, one of the special rules to control the confusion that was going on is that the Confederate units, okay, cannot move unless they begin the turn with a leader. Okay? Now, the leader must have, of course, you're going to have to, like these leaders, we got Ruggles, okay, Ruggles, and we've got Polk. Now, we'll have to roll, okay, and pass their leadership value. You either got to roll that number or less in order for those units to move. Okay, let me pull this out. Okay, so maybe that's bypassed in this. Okay, it says for this scenario, ignore the regular orders. Okay, so maybe we don't have to mess with orders. And command radius restrictions on the Confederate Army. Instead, use the following. No unit can move unless stacked with a leader from at the beginning of the movement phase. Leaders can affect any unit from their own command or not. Leaders can move freely and do not have to roll for themselves as per the below. The normal stacking requirements for divisional commanders is not in effect for this scenario. Leaders can initiate the movement of the units they are stacked with and then move elsewhere, or they can move along with the troops they initiate. Regardless, a leader can only make one stack move in a turn. Multiple leaders in Hex have no additional effect. Initiated units can move and conduct close combat freely. All units can fire offensively and defensively and attempt to recover stragglers, whether they are initiated or not. Okay, but to conduct close combat, they've got to move. They must be initiated. Okay, to initiate a stack's movement, a leader must begin the movement phase in the stack's hex, and a die roll must be made for the stack. The stack is initiated with a die roll equal to or less than the leader's rating. Only one attempt can be made per stack, and zero-rated leaders cannot make stacks move. Make separate die roll for initiative for each stack with a leader the player would like to move. So, I guess we really don't have to worry about orders. I guess I just kind of... I'm not going to go ahead and have the orders. That way you can kind of see how they work. So, but really they're not going to be of any effect because the units can only move if they're stacked with a leader at the beginning of the turn and you pass a die roll of the leader's rating. So for example, here we take a look at Bragg. Well, he's got a 0, so he's not going to be able to activate anybody. You know, you can't roll a 0. Okay. So there that is. All right, so let's get started. The Confederates move first, and so let's get started here. This is going to be the 12 o'clock turn. And let's see, let's get started. I was looking for if they had I guess I don't have. A sequence of play that's just on a piece of paper somewhere. Alright, so the first thing we have is movement and close combat phase. Straggler recovery markment phase, we don't have to worry about. Then we have movement. Okay, so we have straggler recovery marker placement. So if someone's wanting to recover stragglers, we put a marker on them. We have movement and close combat, ammo resupply, fire combat. We got basically the defensive fire. Then we have the offensive fire. Then we have rally phase, which we won't have any rallying, I don't think. All right. So, let's see here. Let me go with, see if we can move this unit down here. Withers. Okay. That's Jackson. Okay. So, let me find my things here. All right, so that's who we're looking to go with. Okay, I think maybe I need to use a brighter color here. So we're going to use our green like I normally use. All right, so in order for Jackson's brigade to activate, I've got to roll 3 or less. So I rolled a 2. All right, so I can move Jackson. All right, so let's see if he's in line. Yeah, he's in line. So, all right, he's got a movement allowance of 6. And he's moving through, let's see, forest, so that's 2. Okay. So, actually he's moving into this unit's flank. So, I could actually just, well, I could probably move up here to take this artillery out, because when you move adjacent or into the only place that there's a zone of control is in the front hexes, so I don't have to worry about stopping there. Okay, so that's 1, 2, and the orchard is only going to be 1. It has no effect, the orchard. Okay. But let's see here. I believe this artillery unit will be able to fire at me as I'm moving. They have a opportunity fire zone. Find that. Maybe they don't. Thought they had like a we got line of sight. Maybe we do not. Maybe thinking of a different game. Yes, I am. I'm pretty sure I thought they would have a artillery would have a maybe it's over here in the charts. Somewhere. No? Well, I know they have in the Napoleonic Brigade system. Look over here. Let's see where it talks about fire. There's a line of sight. Okay, fire points. Okay, terrain, restrictions, step losses. Wow, I thought they had an opportunity zone. Am I missing something here? Huh. So I guess not. For some reason I was pretty sure that they had an opportunity fire zone, but I don't see it anywhere. That's kind of, I guess I'm confusing this with another game. So okay. All right, so we can move this way, so that would be 2. 3, 4. He's not going to be able to, that way he wouldn't be able to actually get into that hex. Okay, he wants to get into that hex, so he just has to go straight on, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right, so we're gonna have. I guess I'll just put a red on here for. So what I want to do? Let's put a black on here for close combat. Okay. And then what Withers wants to do is he wants to move. Oh yeah. Then Withers is going to move back down here where Chambers is at, so he'll be able to activate him possibly next turn. Okay. All right. So now we go to Breckenridge here. Let's see if Breckenridge can activate. He got a 3, so yes. And of course they want to move here where Williams is at for close combat. So they move just like that. Let's see if I may not have enough blacks. So here's another close combat. And then Breckenridge is going to move back over here to this artillery unit. So I think they've got a movement of 10. So let's see what it cost. Leaders, no, they've got 13. So clear. Let's see what Woods is. Woods is only 2 for them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that stream is no effect. So he can easily move to here. Okay. Now we go to Cheatham. And he's got a 2. They rolled a 3. Okay, so he's not going to be able to activate that unit. So I guess he's going to stay there. Hardy here, he can't activate him. So I don't even know why he's even there. He's got a 0. He's not going to help at all. So we're going to move Hardy back to the headquarters. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then of course there he is at the headquarters. Yeah, he's not of any use. He's got a 0 rating. So we're going to have all of these units here that aren't going to be able to do anything. Beauregard,
he can get them moving. Let's see who he's with. Okay, so I guess I'm going to move Beauregard up. He could actually get some of these artillery pieces into the fight. So I'll move him here. Let's see. Actually, I think I'm going to move him. I'm going to move him up here. We need to get these guys moving. So I'm going to move him up to there. Okay, so now we go to First Corps. No, that's Polk. Third Corps is Hardy. Where is Hardy? What is he? Where, this guy looks like some of these guys got turned around or something. Let me see where they're supposed to be. For some reason, he got jumped around. 2318 is where Hardy should be. 2318. He should be right there. Okay, and let's see, who's with him? Nobody. No, he does have somebody with him. CH3. That's this guy. Okay. So, I don't know where this artillery is supposed to... Oh, that's supply. That's what that is. Alright, so Hardy... Okay. For some reason... just to show you, I guess, how confusing... I guess the Army got... You've got First Corps headquarters here, but out here in front, well, this guy's First Corps. This guy's Third Corps, okay? His headquarters is way back over here. Now, how he ended up here, and also you got Hardy here. So, okay, we're going to go with Heinemann. Okay. So, activate Heinemann. Okay, rolled a 1, so he passed. Okay. And so really shouldn't be looking underneath here. Alright, so he goes 1, 2, and let me see. I want to check this about, because I haven't played this in so long. I want to check about when you move into close combat. I know you can move through one zone of control, which would be the zone of control of the unit that you're actually going to close combat with, but I don't think you can move through those other. If there's any units on either side, I think you have to stop. You'd have to, I don't think you can do that. Let's see where the close combat is talked about. Let's see here. I apologize for the delay here, but here it is, close combat. Okay, so the attacker enters the defender's hex at a cost of +1. First the defender, then the attacker calculate. Okay, but I wanted to see about actually moving in. Okay, so says a unit may conduct as many close combats in a phase as desired within the constraints of its movement allowance. So I guess actually I should be, when I move, I have to conduct the close combat before I go on. So I guess you resolve the combat immediately. Because otherwise, how would you know how many movement points they've already used? And it says a unit may be the target of unlimited number of close combats in a given phase. Yeah, it says always resolve close combat before conducting other movement. Okay, units may cross one enemy zone of control hex to enter close combat. This hex may contain overlapping zones of control. Okay, so they can still do that. All right, so what I need to do is I need to come back. Okay, I'm getting some of these games rules. Okay, just see, where's that die? What do they have? 6. So I just need a 6-sided die here to keep track. All right, so we're gonna take care of this one first. So they were here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so he's used 5. Okay, so all right, so we can get rid of that. This is the hex that we're that we're fighting over. Okay, does that have a? Why did I need a 3 there? That's what he's got. He's got a 3. I don't know why I had that. Okay. All right, and so these are the units that we have going at each other. Okay. All right, so let's resolve this close combat. Man, I guess I went over these rules, but I guess they just didn't stick. All right, so the defender, then the attacker calculate and conduct fire combat. All right, then we're going to be checking morale. But first, we're going with the fire combat. Okay, so we've got a strength of it's close combat. Okay. All right, so we've got strength of 3 guns. Okay, that's going to be 6. Okay, strength. Okay. Alright, so this is where you're supposed to have all these different dice to roll. So we rolled, what's that, a 4? Okay. So that's going to be a half. So all they're going to do is lose a straggler. Okay, so that or basically causes a straggler. Fire causes somebody to want to go elsewhere. Alright, so Jackson gets a straggler. Okay. Alright, now it's Jackson's turn to fire. He's got an AB, which the highest level you can have is an A. Okay. So he starts out with 8 strength. That's a 6. Okay. So they're going to take a hit. Okay. So now that artillery, let's see if I can, where's the, oh, it's over here. So now they only have, yeah, there's a 2. So they only have 2 guns now. So that kind of works. Alright. Now we have to roll morale. Okay. Alright, so the attackers have a -6 to their morale. Okay, in order to continue to close, they've got to roll for morale. Okay, so attacker checks morale at -6. The morale result forces the attacker to retreat. The attacking player executes the result and close combat ends. So, let's roll to find out what happens. Where is that? Where's that at? Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, so here's the roll. Okay, and let's see. Jackson has, okay, a morale of B. Okay. So, let's roll to see what we get. We get a -6 here. So we got a 31. Should become a 21. Okay. And that's going to be no effect. So now, the artillery, which has a generic morale of C, okay, and they have to subtract 4. And they rolled an 11. So that's a bloodlust, but I don't really think that artillery can have a bloodlust. So they passed. All right, so now we move to the actual close combat. Okay. And so we have odds. This is 5-1. Okay, so okay, so we've got just one die. Okay, got a 4. And the attacker wins. Defender retreats 2 hex and makes an additional morale check. So this is where we have the gun loss roll. Let's see where the gun loss. Okay, gun loss table. Okay. We got a 4. They lose a gun, which now they're down to 1. And they have to retreat 2, which means they've now got limber. 2 hexes. So they move back to there. And so then they got to check their morale again. Uh, 63. Disorganized. And back 2. No, back 1. Alright, so then they back up again. No, actually, I'm going in the wrong spot here. I think they were. I have to check on that. He would have went from here, from this hex, he would have went from here back 1, 2, and then 3. So he's back to there. And Jackson has now taken over that objective. That artillery was sitting on. Oops. And he could have actually continued, but he don't. I don't think. Let's see where that supply should have been. What is that? I think it's 21. 1, 2, 3. 21. 21. Well, 2212. So 2212. Should have been right here. Okay. All right. So now we have the other close combat right here. Okay. So that's going to be in this hex. And they only moved, and so they moved from here. they only moved 2. It only cost them 2 movement. So alright. So we start over again with this close combat. Wait a minute. What is this? Oh yeah. That's extended from there. Okay. Alright, so we've got Statham versus Williams. Okay. Alright, so Williams gets to fire first. Okay, so we look up Williams, find out what his strength is. Okay. Williams is an AB. The most you can fire is, well, he's actually an AA. How come he's not extended? He should have been extended, but he's not. So he's got a fire strength of A, so that's 8. Ooh, 7. 8. It's going to be 1.5. That's going to round to 2. So that's 2 from Statham. So Statham, okay, takes 2. Okay, he's at AB, which the most, the highest most you can have is an A. Okay, so he rolls an 8, strength of 8. So again, that's 1.5. Really, there's not much, many modifiers unless, you know, it's a mounted target. If the defender's attacked on a flank, things like that. You know, upslope, downslope, target, sunken road, trench, so forth. So, okay, this is Williams has to take a hit and a straggler. So there. All right. Now we check morale. This is where you could roll all these dice, I guess, together. But so the attacker has a -6, and Statham has. Let's see. Williams has a morale of B. Statham has. Let's see. Also B. So they're both at B. Okay, so 32 is no effect for the attacker. Well, wait a minute. Why are we subtracting 6? Shouldn't we be adding 6? It says subtract. But oh, okay. What? Oh. What is the deal here? Row shifts. Plus is up on the table. Negative is down. Each line is used only once, even if multiple conditions on the line are true. -3. Okay, so basically, if you're a B, you go down to D. Is that right? No, 6. heck, you'd all go all the way down to, let's see. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Wow, I guess I did the last one wrong. Which I rolled low enough that it wouldn't have mattered. So yeah, we're all the way down to here. Let me pull back here. Show this. Okay, so maybe I've been doing this wrong the whole time when I've been playing this. Okay, it says row shifts. Plus is up the table. Negative is down. Each line, okay. So if you have a B, okay, so you start on, let's see if I can, one of these, okay, it doesn't matter. Okay. So basically you're starting up here at B, okay, so you're going down each one, 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now you're rolling on what would be E. Wow. Okay. The only thing that's going to add is if you're in a sunken road or trench, and then for some reason when if you're stacked with unlimbered artillery, you get a plus. And then of course the leaders. So no leaders involved though. All right, so that means they've got to go all the way down. So maybe the other one might not have succeeded. So okay, just roll for the morale. All right, so we got a 15. Okay, that's no effect. Okay, for the attacker. Now, the defender has to roll now. And defender is this one here, and they've got to also have a morale of 4. And they have to move 4 down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. They're at D. Okay, 63 at D. Ooh. Disorganized. Back 2. Straggler 1. So they've got 1 straggler. Let's see. So they become disorganized. Oops. Drop that. Okay, back 2. All right. So what do I do with the disorganized marker? And they get a straggler. Let's see, Williams right there. Which ends up being really a full loss. Okay. Alright, now. So they can actually move in here. Okay. Well, they were already in there. Okay, so now they've still got movement potential, which means they've got, okay, here is 1, and then moving into this hex again, 2, 3. So now we're at 5. Okay, and again, we've got the close combat there. So they followed up their attack on this unit. Okay. So now Williams here is in a bad place. So it's all right. All right, so we're going to have defensive fire, and he's actually going to have, let's see, since he is, let's see. Okay, well, I guess there's no, well, yeah, he's disorganized, so that means his fire strength is at half. So instead of being at an 8, he's got a 4. And we roll a, let's see, that's a 9. Rolled a 9 at 4. That causes 1 loss. Okay. So, Statham. Okay. Statham is still at AB. Alright, so now we do the morale. Okay. Alright. Now his morale, let's see, when you're disorganized, that's going to affect the morale. Okay, but the attacker first. Of course, he has to move down 6. So he's down here where he was at earlier. Uh-oh, I rolled a 54. Okay, so that's not good. Okay, so he's going to be disorganized back 1, and that ends everything. Okay, so disorganized and back 1. And that's it. He's not. Yeah. Alright, so he's there. And so I'll put the disorganized underneath. That way you can still see what's what here. Alright, let's see here. Maybe, let me look here. Okay. Alright. And so now I can move back up to where I was at with the rest of these people here. Okay, so I've got let's see, Heinemann. Is he just there? Shouldn't he be stacked with someone? What's the deal? I think he ought to be stacked with someone. What's he got here? Yeah, he's stacked with WH3. Where's WH3 at? Oh, okay. Yeah, he's right here. Alright. So alright, let's see. Who else? Okay, SH3. Some guy's brags. But it doesn't matter. The rules are it doesn't matter. All right. So what I was looking at before was whether or not this unit here could move and close combat. Okay. So in this system, you really have a danger of getting your forces disorganized or worse by close combat. It's like, well, it's better to just kind of move in and get close enough to really fire and do a couple of fires, and then you can maybe close combat instead of just rushing in there. But I think just trying to go toe to toe with this artillery, you know, it's probably not a very good, you know, you're better off, you know, moving and assaulting, you know. So that's, you know, you kind of have to decide, well, okay, if I just move adjacent, you know, especially when I'm outnumbered. See, if I just move him adjacent here, both of these units are going to fire on him during the fire phase. And, but, you know, if I move here and then I go to leave, okay, I believe this unit has the right to fire on me, okay, because I'm leaving their zone of control, okay. Of course, this unit is going to get to fire in close combat. So you've got to decide, if I move him up, see, he's just going to be there alone, you know. But I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna move him up there, and then let's see here. We've got units that are back here. I think I want to bring some artillery up. So Heinemann is going to move back. Okay. Pull back a little bit. Okay. So Heinemann is going to move back here where these two artillery units are at. Okay. So maybe he should have just left him there, but he didn't. Okay. So we're going to move on this road here. So I think he can move if he's on the road. Let's see what it says here. It gives me a road. Yeah, half, which he's going to be able. He's got 13. He's easily going to get back here to him. So that's half. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So he moves all the way back there. But I didn't roll, so maybe he can't move. I didn't roll. No. Okay. So he could. I don't think I rolled. Maybe I did roll. Okay. But I rolled now, and he passed. Okay. So let's now see what Clark is going to be able to do. Okay. So Clark, of course, we have to roll. I rolled a 2, so he passes. So Clark is actually going to move over here where Russell's at, so he can activate him. Stewart, okay, is going to move up. Well, actually, he could come over here and take this. I think I'm just going to move him up to here. So that's going to be 1. Cross that stream. Let's see. Just +1. And he'll just stop right there. Okay, so I moved Clark. Okay, now we have Hardy up here. Okay, so move up there where Hardy's at. See if Hardy can activate. No. Okay, so he can't activate this unit. So he's just going to stay there with him. Alright. So then we move over here to Rugel's. Right here. Could go with Poke, I guess. Yeah, let's go with Poke first. Alright, so let's roll to see if Poke can activate. No. So he'll stay where he's at. Now we go to Rubles. 2. No. Alright, so that's going to be the issue, is none of these guys are going to be able to activate. You know, with just a 1, you know, we can't activate. So, alright, so now what we have is we're going to have, we've already did the movement, so now we're going to actually have the fire combat, okay, which just basically is up and down the line, but complete the defense fires first. So, of course, this is just the the defensive fire. Okay, and so over here to the fire determination. The infantry has small arms fire has a range of 2. Okay, it's not going to be very strong, but strength of 2. So let's just start up here where we're at. Okay, and artillery has a much larger range. Of course, these woods, though, I think they would. I think they're going to block line of sight. Can't fire unless we're at a higher elevation, and they're not. So, well, how come he's not turned like that? Guess that way he can fire there. So they don't really have a target. These guys either. So let's see. Nobody on that side has a target either, unless they're at a higher level than they're not. Well, yeah, but the forest here is at a higher level, separating them. So should have something down here though. Okay, so all right. So we're gonna fire here to here, and we've got Tuttle. Okay, Tuttle is going to have Tuttle. Okay, he's got a strength of AB, so he'll be at a strength of A. So we got a 6. Okay. Strength will be 4. I rolled a 6. Gonna be a straggler against, says Stewart. Yeah, against Stewart. Alright. Alright, so then we move to here, firing here. Okay. So we've got 13th Missouri and 3 strength of 3 artillery battery there. Okay, so the artillery at range 1 is going to be a strength of 3. And then, let's see, what was the infantry? I think the infantry is going to be probably just a 4. 13th Missouri. Where are they at on here? They're probably under Wallace. That might be one that's misprinted. 13th Missouri. Let me look here at my errata. Does it say anything about the 13th Missouri? I don't even see the 13th Missouri on here. Maybe they're part of the Ohio bunch. That's probably what it is. Let's see, I don't have that. I think I might have to look over here in my box to see. Oh yeah, I think they are. Let's see. See him here either. What is their? Let's see. What is their? I wonder what their counter identification is. I know you can probably see it, but I gotta fix my chair. Need to get me a new chair. One of those gaming chairs. Alright. So let's just take a look here. W2. Alright, so we're looking for okay, right. Yeah. He's just a B. Okay. So he's gonna have a strength of 2. The artillery has a strength of 3. So we got a total strength of 5. 7 is going to be 1. It's going to be 1 hit of 1. Put that back up there. Alright, so 1 loss on Wood. So Wood takes a hit. All right. So now we move on around. Okay. Let's see here. I can't fire. Let's see what these guys here are. Oops. Thing is, I put that on there. It's kind of hard to know which way he's facing. Alright, let's see what these guys are. Okay. Yeah, you got those woods there, so they can't fire through that. But here, these guys can fire. Holbert. Okay, we got Luttmann. Alright, this, so, no, not here. Here. Firing here against Gladden. So, let's see, Lawman. Is, no, wait a minute, what was the W2? Yeah, he was a B. Lawman is a strength of AB, so he's going to have a range of 1, strength of 4. 3 is not going to do anything, I don't think. Well, yeah, I guess it does. Morale check. Up. Let's see. Up 2. Why would it go up? I think it would go down. It says morale check up 1. Why would it go up? I would think it would go down. I think that's a mistake. It should go down. Alright, so Gladden has a morale of a B. So I'm going down. So I think it should go down. It shouldn't go up. Ooh, 26. No effect. Okay. Alright. So then we go to the next one, which is here. And I think Holbert actually, yeah, he's got this extension here. So basically, he's going to have the B is going to be over here. Okay. So we've got a 2-strength artillery battery, and then an extension that has the strength of B. Okay. All right, so let's see. Okay, strength of 2. Okay, so that's going to be 2 there. B, 2, so we got a total of 4. Rolled a 4. That's going to be around, let's see, well, no, I got this over here. Let's see. Holbert, let's see. This unit, Lawman. Where's the Lawman at? There he is. Alright, he's got a morale of B. Rolled a 6. It's going to be a full loss instead of a straggler. So, oops. Wrong one. So now he's down straight to an A now, with all the stragglers. Alright, then we go over here. Okay, and they could actually fire here or here, but they are disorganized. So that means that their fire strength is going to be half. So, yeah, they're going to fire at that other disorganized unit there. So, that's Williams. Where's Williams? All right, Williams is at an AB, so he's going to be at 4, but then he has to half that, so he's going to be at 2. 5. Morale 1. So that unit has to take a morale check, and they're disorganized. Okay, so we do the morale check. Okay. Disorganized is -3, so actually we're going to have a -1 on top of that, so -4. And Williams has a B, so we're going to be at a D. 25, okay, no effect. So no, it shouldn't be that way. It should be Statham. Statham is who is taking them around. Not. He has a B, the same thing. Same result, okay. Alright, so now we go over to the offensive fire, and we'll just stay where we're at. Okay. Now Jackson, let's see, he's actually, if I move this, I had him pointing like that. So this is his 3 front hexes. This guy's not in his, he's not in his fire zone. So, alright, but this guy can fire. He's going to be firing at half strength. So that's going to end up being, let's see, he still has at least an A, Statham does. So Statham, yeah, he still has at least AB. So range of 1 is going to be 4, but half of that's going to be 2. So 7. Okay. Let's check to see. 3. Okay, so he's going to end up causing a straggler on Williams. Let's move on around. So here, firing here. Stevens. Okay, so Stevens has a strength of A, so that's going to be 4. 10 is, let's see what we got here underneath there. Oh, that's Hulbert. Luttmann. Okay, Luttmann. Let's see. Luttmann has a B. So. Okay, so it's going to be a straggler. Okay, so he's taken a loss and a straggler. Okay. Oops. Alright, so Luttmann has reached the wrecked level. So let's take a look. Pull back a little bit. Okay. So if we look at Luttmann here, okay, see that little check? There's a little bitty check right there, right here. Okay, when you reach that, that means that that unit, that brigade is wrecked. They've taken too many losses. Okay, so then we fill this in, and when two of these, then the whole division is wrecked. Okay, and then there's going to be modifiers to different things like morale and other things. Okay, so he's wrecked now. Okay, now I have to check here. When a unit becomes wrecked, I think there's some retreat involved, and let's see, maybe I need to like increase the lighting or something here. Well, it doesn't seem to help that much. Without, I guess it does a little. All right, so I need to check when a unit becomes wrecked. I need to check to see what effect that has on 22. So I got to go back here to 22 here and see. Okay. So a wrecked brigade can never attack in close combat. So I guess when they become wrecked, I thought they had to automatically like retreat or something. Now they can get out of wreck status by, rallying stragglers, getting stragglers back. But let's see. I just thought that there was something about when you become wrecked, you had to like retreat or something, but I guess not. There's going to be restrictions and so forth because you're wrecked. Like you can't, you can't be involved in close combat. So and maybe you actually have to cross over to become wrecked. Let's see. Okay. Now, I think once you reach that check, alright, so I guess not. I was just thinking that they would, have something else is going to be going on here, so Let me move this around a little bit here. It just looks so dark. Maybe it's just because of where the angle I'm at. Part of that is the, let's see, part of that, okay. Yeah, I think it's just the angle that I'm at here. Alright, so, let's move on. As I get back into this system, things will go a little faster. Now we have a possibility of a leader casualty. We had one here, but they weren't able to inflict anything. I don't believe that Stevens received any kind of... Let me look here if I can notice anything about Stevens. No, I didn't have anything that Stevens wasn't affected. I don't believe. He had 2 and 3. I think that's what he started with. If we look at the setup, if I can find Stevens here. Well, Stevens was what? His name S21. Let's see. Yeah, 2 and 3. So he didn't receive any losses. But if he had, then we would have to check to see if Cheatham was wounded. Okay, so we've got Gladden, okay, firing here. Now he is at a higher, this one is at a higher elevation. So here we're going to have a -1 because he's firing up. So, all right. So he is, Gladden is pretty sure he's at least an A. Let's see. Yes, he's still got. So. Alright, so we got a 4. He's going to have a 3. So, with a straggler and Holbert's there, this unit here, that's a Lehman. Lawman. He's got a B. Well, 4. So, yeah. That's going to be a full 1-point loss on Lawman, and we have to roll for the leader. Got to roll for the leader to see if well, wait a minute. He just got through taking losses. Was I taking that off of the wrong guy or what? Oh, yeah, because it was his detachment. Okay, so that's why. All right, so he takes another.
So now let's roll for the possible leader loss. It's over here. Where's it at? Where's the leader loss? Let's see. Where is it at? Oh, there it is. Okay. It's the bottom of the fire combat table. Alright, we rolled a 9. No effect. Okay. No effect.
Alright, so what we have now is we can move around to here. Oops. That's the thing about those discs. It's almost like, well, it'd be easier to just put one of my little blocks on there, you know. But I thought the disc would work, not be an issue or a problem.
I even put the disc on top, but I don't think that worked.
Alright, so here we're actually firing right here with this artillery unit, and they are in woods. So we got wood. Let's see what kind of, oh, that's terrain on movement. Guess nothing else really has any kind of effect. Okay. So wood. Does have at least an A. So they're going to be firing at a strength of 4. Okay, so we got 6. Okay. And let's see, that unit, W2, they've got a C. Going to be a full hit. So, okay. And then we move here against here. So we've got Stewart. Stewart has at least an A. He's at an AA. Ought to be extended. He could bring more to bear. So, okay, that's going to be a 4. And so we rolled, we rolled a 12. That's going to be 2 hits. 2 losses. And then we have to roll for a leader, possibly a leader. Could take out their tuttle. We could take out W. Wallace. So he takes 2 hits. He's close to being wrecked.
Let's roll for leader. 7. No effect. Okay. So they escaped there. Alright, so that, let's see, well, now we have the recovery phase. Straggler recovery and rally. I don't have anybody that has a straggler recovery counter on them. So let's see what we got here. What does it talk about the straggler recovery? Okay, here we go. So you got to place these markers at the beginning. Unit has to be at least 4 hexes away from the enemy unit. Unit may not be in any morale state other than normal. Unit must be within normal command radius. Okay. So, alright, but we do get to recover or rally. Okay. Alright, so during the rally phase, units in any morale state must check for rally. To avoid confusion, follow the following sequence. Remove BL from all units not adjacent to any unit. Roll for remaining BLs, Bloodlust. Remove all shaken. Convert all DGs to shaken. Roll for routes. Any unit with a route. So that's what this says here. Alright, so it's an automatic thing. So let's see, down here. Okay, so down here, this becomes shaken. Okay, and I think that's all. Okay. Alright, so that is all of excuse me. That's all of the Confederate. And so now we're moved to the Union turn. And the Union is a little bit different in the fact that they're not restricted to units only moving if they have a commander or a leader stacked with them. So alright, so let's see here. We've got movement and close combat first. Well, of course, we've got the straggler recovery marker we could put on some of these people. They've got to be at least 4 hexes away. See, nobody is going to be 4 hexes away from enemy units. Now I can move them so that they would be that way, but okay.
this guy here. Okay, so this supply, I need to move that supply. He's going to have to go up the road there. Of course, I've got these units here. Now, this 15th Michigan, he's independent. So, I want to move him first. So he's in column down here, and this artillery here. I'm going to send some of this artillery to assist in various places. So, of course, I want to send this one here. Oops. This one here I'm going to send up there. So, it's half on the road or trail. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What they got? 7, 5, 6. Cost them 3. Okay, so I think I'll stop right there with that one. Okay. That's supply wagon. I got one there. I'm going to move this supply wagon up here closer. So we got 1, 2, 3. Okay. And let's see here. Okay, so these 2 artillery units, they're going to move toward the Hornet's Nest. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. 3, 4, 5. Right there. This one here. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll turn to there. Okay. The supply here is going to move back to here. So 1, 2. Oh, wait a minute. We got this independent unit down here. Guess I'll move him up to Hamburg. Let's see, he's in column 6. Okay, so, and that's half, right? On a road, yeah, half. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he'll change to line. Okay. See what we got over here now. Let's close up a little. Alright, so is that AL6 there? Let's see what he's got. I've got to check his strength. Oops, we put the wrong one. Now he's independent. So I don't know exactly where. Oh, he should show up as independent somewhere. Oh, there he is. I think 15. Is it the 15th? No, that's okay. Not that one. Okay, he's under Prentice. Okay, so he's right now he's at a strength of a B. Okay. All right. All right, so he's gonna move right there where Jackson is. He's gonna stay right there where he's at. Tuttle. Let's see what he's got. Tuttle. Okay. He's at almost at the point of being wrecked. Really, can't really do anything with anybody. They just hold their line, except, see what we got here. Peabody and the 23rd. So T6 and 1-6. T6 and 1-6. So we've got an AB and a C. So the C, okay, which is the bottom one. No, the T6 is the smaller one, right? The T6. Yeah, it says Tyndall, 23rd. T6. So he's going to be the one that's going to come off here and right there. Where Jackson's at. And then W2, what are we going to do with W2? Okay, he's small, so we don't want to do anything else there. Okay, this artillery unit here, all right, since he is he's disorganized. His movement is half. So 7, 3.5. So he's got a movement of 4. So he would only be able to move 1. Okay. So he's only got a strength of 1 left. Let's see, if he goes through that forest, it's going to cost him 3. So basically all he can do is he could move to here and unlimber. I guess that's what he'll do. Facing that way. Okay, so now let's move up here where Sherman's at and see what we want to do here. This unit here's already moved. So Wow, to limber costs 3. He's only got 7 to work with. So I guess I don't want to do anything there, but I could. Let's see, McDowell. Let's see. He's at an AB. So I could do an extension. That cost 1, and then 2 to move him, or more, 2 or more. And then to move here, I could do that, move him into here. And then of course what I want to do is artillery. I don't know why he's positioned there, but I want him on higher ground here. So that's 3, and then 4, 5 to move up to here. Put Sherman there. So the next time I can't, of course, you know. Okay, so McClellan, he's going to move up 2. So he's going to turn here and go here. This unit will move with him. Turn 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so. Okay. Cross that stream. It's +1. Okay, so woods though, so wood's going to cost 4, so it's going to be 3. Okay, 3. Okay, he'll move to here. Alright, so to cross the stream is +1. That's 4. Up a slope. Okay, so they can't go up a slope unless it's by road. So basically, cost him 4. Okay, so he can't go up that slope. He can't move from here to here unless he goes by road. So I guess I'm just going to unlimber him there so that he's taking up space there. That's about it. All right, so now we don't want to do any close combats, of course. So we could actually start with a defensive fire over here. So I guess that's as close as I can get here. Okay, now we can come down a little bit. All right, so it's a cavalry unit. Guess they're going to fire right there. All right, so W cavalry. W should be here with Sherman. That must be over here on this other bit. See if I can find them. No. Where are they? It says Wharton. Maybe I can find his name. No? I think they had some mislabeling or something. Better to left them off of the loss chart. Oh, no wonder. I'm looking at the Union. Okay, so yeah, okay, there he is. All right, he's got an A. So so an A is going to be a strength of 4. That's what it is. Alright, so I rolled an 8. And this is going to be a hit on McDowell. They're almost wrecked. Okay. Now we move to here. Pond. Pond is going to fire here, which is marshes. Okay. So okay, Pond. Has okay, he's at an A. So yeah, man, I should have extended him. Why did I not? Maybe he's already extended. Let's see. No, I should have extended him. Oh, that was his other. Well, he couldn't activate. That's why. All right, so an A. That's going to be a 4. So I got rolled an 8. That's going to be a 1. Okay, and let's see there's McClellan Marsh. Okay. So Marsh. Okay, he takes a hit. He's close to being wrecked. Okay. And then we have, oh, well, he can't, but, ooh, So we have Anderson. Anderson's the one that's firing. Now I also have to, no, I fired here. Now we're actually firing here at McClernand. Okay. So we've got Anderson firing. Okay, he's at A. He's almost wrecked. Alright, so we've got 6. That's going to be a full hit on, who did I say that was? Marsh. Yeah, Marsh takes another hit. So now he's wrecked. And shade that in. So, all right. Maybe when they become wrecked, they have to do a morale check. But I didn't see that, so. All right. Let's see here. We've got Polk here. Can fire here at these cavalry units. See who this is. Johnson. So Johnson under Polk. Johnson. Where's Johnson? There he is. Okay, he's at an AB. Okay, I rolled a 12. Under, let's see, 12, under 4, okay, so that's gonna be 2 hits. Let's see. I didn't roll for the leader casualty. Okay, but let me get this cavalry
Almost one.
okay. Cavalry 1.
But I'm not going.
Okay.
I'm too busy.
Okay. So he's almost done for, the cavalry unit. But I don't think he's gonna, I don't think you count him. Well, I guess you do. You count him as part of the division. So that means McClernand is gonna, he's wrecked. Okay, besides his cavalry wrecked. And almost destroys. So, okay, now I'm gonna have to pick up right there, and then, you know, of course, that'll be, I don't know when. I'll be gone for a couple of days, and then so I've got to pick up right there. So the next fire we're gonna have is gonna be down here, and so. Oh no! What's the deal here? So I'll pick up with the defensive fire down here, and then we'll go offensive fire, and that'll be all of that. But I've got somewhere I've got to be. So appreciate your support. Thanks for tuning in, and we will get to the Blind Sword, Shiloh, in the next video, because after the offensive fire and we do any recovery, then the turn will be over and we'll be moving over to the other game and doing that. So that'll happen in the next video. Once again, thanks for tuning in and watching, and I'll see you in the next video.